My name is Walter Hardwell White. I live at 308 Narragansett Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico. 87104. This is my confession. If you're watching this tape, I'm probably dead. Murdered by my brother-in-law, Scrandler. Hank has been building a meth empire for over a year now, and using me as his chemist. Shortly after my 50th birthday, Hank came to me with rather a shocking proposition. He asked that I use my chemistry knowledge to cook methamphetamine, which he would use to sell using his connections in the drug world. Connections that made through his career in the DEA. I was astounded. I always thought Hank was a very moral man, and I was thrown, confused. But I was also particularly vulnerable at this time, something he knew and took advantage of. I was reeling from a cancer diagnosis that was poised to bankrupt my family. Hank took me on a ride along and showed me how much money even small meth operation could make. And I was weak. I didn't want my family to go into financial ruin, so I agreed. Every day, I think back to that moment with regret. I quickly realized that I was in way over my head, and Hank had a partner named Gustavo Fring, a businessman. Hank essentially sold me into servitude to this man, and when I tried to quit, Fring threatened my family, and I was pushing for every greater share for his business, to which Fring flatly refused to give me, and things escalated. Fring was able to arrange, I guess what you call it, a hit on my brother-in-law, and failed. But Hank was seriously injured, and I wound up paying for his medical bills, which amounted to a little over $177. A little over $177,000. Upon recovery, Hank was bent on revenge, working with a man named Hector Salamka. He plotted to kill Fring, and did so. In fact, the bomb he used was built by me, and he gave me no option into it. I have often contemplated suicide, but I am a coward. But I wanted to go to the police, but I was frightened. Hank had risen in the ranks, becoming the head of the Albuquerque DEA. And about that time, to keep me in line, he took my children from me. For 3 months, he kept them. My wife, who up until that point had no idea of my criminal activities, was horrified to learn what I had done, why Hank had taken our children. We were scared. I was in hell. I hated myself for what I had brought onto my family. Recently, I tried once again to quit. To this end, the nightmare and in response he gave to me. I can't take this anymore. I live in fear every day that Hank will kill me, or worse, hurt my family. All I could think to do was make this video and hope that the world will finally see this man for what he really is. Yeah, thank you. Well, that was stupid. Stupidity. What's that?